So we're here. Unfortunately, it's a little bit cloudy today. It's not actually crystal clear, which is unfortunate. It's clear enough. But yeah, not as much vegetation as there normally is in the water. There have been quite a few flood events this year, so it's probably stripped a lot of it out. I'm not seeing any fish. I'm not actually sure what this vegetation here is in the water. It is quite prevalent through all these creeks. I feel like it might be a Persicaria species, but it does seem to grow pretty happily completely submerged, whereas like Persicaria decipans is a riparian sort of plant. Grows on the margins but not necessarily underwater. Yeah, not seeing any fish. I might stick the camera in here, I might not. I might duck over the other side of the road and see if there's a slightly shallower pool that might provide some clearer water opportunities. See how we go. Alrighty guys, here we are on the upstream side of this pool. There are some fish here, so we're going to try and get these on film for you. Not sure if they'll come out on the phone or not. They blend in pretty well with the bottom. And it's unlikely to focus. There we go. Where are we? One there, centre frame. Here we go. Not actually sure if they're a Gambusia or Galaxias at this point. We'll certainly find out. So it's focusing on that grass and not on the fish. They're looking like Galaxias at the moment, so let's see how we go. Alrighty, so just dogged that camera in down there. The fish have obviously spooked off. It's a very small pool and it's quite a hard camera for the pool. So we're just going to give it a bit, see if they come back out. My experience in the past has been they're always quite curious of the camera. They'll come out and school in front of it just to see what it is. But for the time being, they've all ducked for cover. Yeah, I might just wander upstream a little bit, see if I can locate any other fish. The creek's very small up this side. Yeah, but there have been climbing Galaxias recorded here, not that I've seen them. And it's kind of weird, they'd be a completely landlocked population here. We're above like Kangaroo Creek Reservoir. Yeah, above Kangaroo Creek Reservoir, below Gummaraka here. Both of which should be pretty impassable barriers, even for a climbing Galaxias, I think. So, but yeah, we'll see what they are. I'm pretty sure they're Galaxias. They might be Gambusia. They looked a little long and slender for Gambusia. Anyway, I'll go for a wander and I'll come back to the camera in 10-15 minutes. So bring you back in, you can obviously see the road behind me there. I've just found another little pool here, which I might throw the camera in after we're done. Just down here, I'm not going to be able to pick it out on the big camera, but just in this little flowing section here, there are some juveniles kicking about in there. There's one, actually center frame. So that's probably more the size I was expecting to find coming out here today. So I might drop the camera in there because that might be a nice little shot with like the vegetation in the water and stuff. They're probably too small to identify, although, you know, if I was a betting man, I'd say juvenile Galaxias olitis. And that's the one we find in the Torrens catchment here. Although Galaxias are one of those species that are always getting revised, so who knows. It starts getting quite overgrown up there, so I might not be able to get too much further. Yeah, it's by no means like a perfect native vegetation creek. You got all sorts of like ivy creepers, and I don't even think the trees are native here. Like onion weed and honeysuckle and stuff. But you know, cover is cover for the fish for the most part. And if they're making use of it, then that is all that really matters, I guess. I might just peer back at the camera down there and see if those ones, the bigger fish, have come out again. Okay, so pretty sure I managed to catch some of those juveniles on film, and I reckon the big ones in that pool were out for me as well. They spooked off when I returned to the camera, but we'll see when I review it when I get home. Maybe I'll have nothing there to put in the video, but I'm pretty sure I got some stuff. I think I'm actually going to go up to the little pond that's in the mountain bike park. I might even flick a lure around in there, just for fishing rod. There are dams with perch in them upstream in the creek here. Basically the headwaters of the creek. There's like 3, I think, spring-fed dams up there, like crystal clear. Got some nice sized perch in them, so they may well have washed down the stream into the pond in the Mount Black Park. Just going to collect the camera from down here, and then we'll move up there. Right, I'll come back to you. Alrighty, so we're up at the bike park. There's definitely fish in the pond here. I can see a stack of small Galaxias. Pretty sure they're not Gambusia, these ones. They definitely look more like Galaxias. Very small though. Heaps of them in the shallows here. The water's kind of cloudy and it is a very steep edge, so I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get the camera in there. Might investigate that after. But yeah, I'm probably more interested in the creek, to be honest. So there's a nice little pool down here where it outflows from the pond. So I'm going to try and scramble down and have a look at. So I'm just going to put the camera down while I do this, so I don't die. Alright, so you can see this is a fair old hole here. There are some Galaxias right in the head end under the waterfall. Again, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pick them out too well on the camera. I don't know how I'm going to go trying to film these guys. I'd really like to get them on film, but I'm not sure I can actually get over there. So, don't know. I'll try my best. It's been 2 or 3 hours since I last checked in with you. My little action camera ran out of battery, and so I just... I'm not far from my parents' place here actually, so I just ducked over there for a bit and charged it up. There's some weird fish in the creek down here. They're probably just going to turn out to be Galaxias, and it's where what I was trying to film when I left you before. So they're down the pool. And yeah, the camera went flat where I was trying to film them, and I don't think I actually got them on camera. They almost look like baby trout to me. They don't actually look like Galaxias in the water once I had a close look at them. So I have got a fishing rod, I've got some worms, and we're going to use the microfishing gear, and we're going to try and catch one. Just so I can actually see what they are. I'm hoping I'll actually be able to get them on camera too, but failing that, I'm going to try and catch one and yeah, get it in the hand and see what it actually is. Alright, I'll come back to you when we're having some sort of success, hopefully. Alright, so you can obviously get more finesse gear, but this is what I've got. So we're going to run a little size 14 Owner mosquito hook. Just got the tip of a worm there. And we're just going to drop it in there, the base of the waterfall. And hopefully one of these fish wants to have a crack. Alright, let's get to it. So pretty much, I've just been dropping it. I can see him down there. I'll try and get a close up for you guys. Oh, he came off that one. Alright, there we go. So we did manage to catch one. Turns out they are Galaxias. Appears to be mountain Galaxias. Dorsal fin is in front of anal fin. Yeah, awesome. We'll send him back. There we go. So they are incredibly aggressive. They are actually quite easy to catch with this method. I'd be better off with like a size 18 hook, but yeah. See if we can get them attacking the bait for you, because they are very aggressive. And we focused. Come on. Alright, so I think we got the idea there that they are actually small mountain Galaxias. They didn't look like it, like looking from the top. But I guess I've never really seen them aggressively feeding top down like that before. But yeah, it's really cool to see. Not huge ones. There's probably some big ones like down in the bottom of that hole, but it's kind of deep. It's hard to see the bottom. I reckon if I was to drop a bait trap in there overnight, there'd be some good sort of 4 or 5 inch long ones down in the bottom. Don't have a bait trap currently though, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, I reckon I'm pretty happy with that spot. I reckon we'll call that there, and maybe we'll move on to something else. Alright, let's see when I come back. So still just wandering around in the Mountain Bike Park here, just in the car park area. Just been to have a look at the little drainage area where the creek flows into, so we're above the pond now. Just in this little drainage area. So the creek comes, one of the creeks comes down the hill there. The other creek comes down the other end of the car park there. But we've got this little area in here, which has got a big school of Galaxias fry in it. So we're going to sink the camera in and get some footage. See how we go.